Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on my Wednesday live stream, the Hardware Wallet Roundup, where we talk about different hardware wallets. Also, I'm going to cover a few short news stories. Bitcoin broke 51,000. I think it briefly hit 52 not too long ago. But I'm okay with where we're at right now. It's pretty cool. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys. I'm going to cash out some Bitcoin from my Ledger wallet. A lot of people ask me, how do I cash out my wallet? So I'm going to show you my workflow doing that. We're also going to transfer some Sol from Coinbase into my wallet. Let's see, I'm going to move some Polygon over to Kraken, swap it for Monero, and then drop that into my Monero wallet. You may not be aware of this, but Binance has recently delisted Monero, one of the biggest privacy coins out there. And there's a bunch of people on Reddit going, where do I put my Monero? Well, I don't know. How about a wallet? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So once again, I want to thank everyone for being here. Kenny's here, Kelly P. You guys are very kind. Let's move over here. See where we stand. Okay, I haven't muted the mic yet. That's good news. So, and Jaywa's here. CryptoDad, been around since I came in the game. Learn a lot of stuff from the guy. Great. Good to have you here, Jayway. So we are going to do that. I'm just going to quickly cover the big news story today. Bitcoin hits 51K, regains 1 trillion market capitalization. Some traders are targeting 64,000 level in the coming weeks as demand from spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund product grows. Let's see, we know about that. 1 trillion market cap for the first time since December of 2021. Wow. The rise came as bullish sentiment around continued growth of the largest cryptocurrency continued, with option traders betting on prices to touch as much as 75,000 in the coming months. Some traders are targeting the 64,000 level in the coming weeks as demand from spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund products grows. On Tuesday, BlackRock's IBIT saw nearly 50 million in net inflows, indicative of buying demand. I wanted to point this out. I have a in-person meeting with my friends here in Grand Rapids every second Tuesday of the month, and yesterday it was just Dan and Randy and I, but we were talking about the Bitcoin ETFs, and they are required to hold Bitcoin in relation to people that are buying shares. So the more people that buy in to their Bitcoin ETF, the more Bitcoin they're going to need. And I'm assuming that since they're regulated companies, they have to issue financial statements which say exactly how much Bitcoin they're holding and how many shares they've sold. So I think if you were a savvy kind of person, you could get access to, there's about seven or eight Bitcoin ETFs out there that are regulated and trading on, regulated exchanges. You could get their financial statements and find out exactly how much Bitcoin they hold and whether or not they're going to need more based on the people that are buying in. That's just, I'm not smart enough to know how to do all that, but maybe some people out there are. But from what I understand, as the demand for these ETFs grows, the more Bitcoin they're going to have to actually buy as an underlying asset for these ETFs. So we'll see, right? Kind of interesting. Now, I'm going to get right to my transfers because I think it's important to show you how to transfer, but I did want to cover this story about Valentine's Day romance scams. I don't know if you're aware of this, but romance scams are sucking a lot of money out of people who fall for these things. $1 billion honeypot for criminals. in search of love online. Those in search of love online are increasingly falling prey to romance scams, with 1.3 billion stolen in 2022 alone. That's kind of an old statistic. It was a couple of years back, right? It's 2024. Well, let's see. Online dating is big business, with the industry expected to generate 3.1 billion in 2024. That's just online dating, right? Statistica estimates that there will be some 440 million online dating users by 2027. Okay, a report from Binance Security and Compliance Department shared with Cointelegraph outlining the increasing prevalence of romance scams. Now, these are not all crypto, right? I think the lion's share of these scams involve cash. Transfer me some cash, that sort of thing. But according to this, cryptocurrency payments account for 34% of reported losses in the romance scam arena. Now, they usually work out the same way. Basically, people meet up online and then exploiting the victim's trust. Let's see here. Let's see where they talk about it here. I missed it. Okay, one user wound up losing $100,000 to a scammer who used Tinder to make initial contact before slowly drawing money out of the victim. These manipulations are not unlike the schemes I've seen where fraudsters sell lies to get their hands on your money. The essence of their approach remains the same: exploit trust and fabricate connections to achieve their deceitful ends. How many of you have been sitting there and seen a text come in on your phone that says like, hello there, or, and you're like, oh, wow, the person of my dreams just randomly texted me. Maybe I should engage this person and see what's all about, People are falling victims to these through Facebook or texts or Tinder or, other online dating services. So, guys, please, I know we all want love. We all want to find that special person in our life. But when they're online, whatever pictures they're sending you could be anybody or anything. You never know. It could be, some 60-year-old guy is pretending to be a 25-year-old starlet and, in another country, and, they warm up to you, and the next thing you know, they're asking you for money because they have this problem or that problem. So please be on the alert for this kind of stuff. I always try to put out scams there, and most of you know, that these are scams. Anyhow. So everybody is here. Let's jump in. Birds, bees, and trees is here. The cat's good. The cat has been in and out a couple of times. Pretty sunny day today, but it is fairly cold. It's a little below 30, but the cat can handle it. He's Michigan born. I don't know where he is right now. So the first thing I want to do for you guys is cash out some Bitcoin. Like I mentioned, a lot of people ask me this, how do I cash out from my wallet? And they think it should be like a one-step thing, I should just be able to transfer crypto from my wallet to my bank. Well, it's not quite that simple yet. I don't know, maybe in the not too distant future, your bank will allow you to just transfer Bitcoin right into your account. But not now, right? We still need intermediaries. You can do it with PayPal. PayPal has crypto capabilities, and once you've deposited crypto in your PayPal, you can convert it into your PayPal balance, right? But the fees are a bit high. So today, I'm going to stick with the tried and true method of just moving some Bitcoin from my Ledger wallet to my Coinbase account. All right, so let's pull up the Ledger wallet, and you can see I've got some Bitcoin in here, and we're just going to take about $100 worth of this Bitcoin and move it over into our Coinbase account, and then from there we're just going to do a quick cash out. So let's get the camera honed in on this. so you guys can see my device. Let's see where we're at here. We're going to need to focus in. There we go. All right. That's good. Okay, so we're going to start with Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy anything today. Oh, wait. Actually, I had heard that Ledger Live is supporting Coinbase Pay so that you can purchase Bitcoin directly from Coinbase. Let's see. Let's say I want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. Yes, $100. I don't see Coinbase Pay here. And I didn't notice it in the phone app. And I don't see it here yet, but I saw some news stories. I'll save that for another video, right? We're cashing out today, right? Let's go back into our Bitcoin account. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our Coinbase account and we're going to make a deposit, right? We're going to deposit crypto. Whoops. So did I do something? Something weird popped up there. Oh, I see this came up. No big deal. Huh? What? This feature is only available on what? Give me a break. Okay. I guess you can't deposit crypto in regular Coinbase anymore. And now my browser's not working anymore. Okay, fine. We're going to receive, right? We click, you say deposit and then receive, right? There's two terms here, deposit and receive. So we're going to receive Bitcoin. And so they want us to send Bitcoin to this address. Couldn't be simpler, right? There's the Bitcoin address of my Coinbase account. Let's go back over to Ledger Live, if we can find it. And we're going to do send. And we're going to paste in the Bitcoin address, right? Not too bad. And we'll hit continue. I said I'd send about $100 worth of Bitcoin. How much is that going to cost me? $2.50. Bitcoin fees have been rather high lately, but I don't know, $2 on 52 is not horrible. I know a lot of people turn their nose up at this because Bitcoin is expensive to transfer back and forth. I get that. But the Bitcoin that you bought 3 months ago has pretty much doubled in value, so I'm not going to sweat $2.54. Let's hit continue. Let's hit continue one more time, and it should ask me to open the Bitcoin app, right? I had my device connected and unlocked, so I'll click both buttons to open the Bitcoin app, and then it's going to ask me to confirm this or review the transaction. You see it on our device, so we need to advance forward, right, by hitting this right button or the metal button. So we click it once, there's the amount. We click it again, there's the address we're sending to. Let's double check that. There it is, blah, 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 with a JOTD at the end. I'm satisfied. Let's go back. Oops, yeah. And then we're going to advance one more till we hit approve, and then we'll click both buttons just once, really quick. Now we need to approve those Bitcoin blockchain fees. That's a separate transaction. So there's the fees. I'll advance again. And now we're at accept and send. And so in order to confirm something, when we see that check mark, we click both buttons at the same time and just short, right? We don't hold the buttons down or anything crazy. And off it goes. Now we might need to wait a bit before we actually see this in our Coinbase account. In fact, it may be too long for the video. I've had a Bitcoin deposit take a few hours on Coinbase. And then other times I've seen it in my account like right away. But that's okay. Let's go ahead, and I wanted to show you a Solana wallet. Now I have in my Ledger Live, I have a Solana account, and there it is. Notice that if I go into the main account and click receive, there's my receiving address. Easy peasy, right? But notice there's not a whole lot of functionality. I do have staking functionality in Ledger Live, but I don't see any of my Solana tokens, right? Ledger Live does not support Solana tokens, and it doesn't support doing Solana token swaps within Ledger Live. So it leaves a lot to be desired. So I have another wallet that I like to use. It's called Solflare, and you can download it and install it in your browser. It's a very good wallet. What I really like about the Solana wallet is that I can connect my ledger to the Solana or the Solflare wallet so that my wallet is safe and secure. Now, you can use this in your browser. It's relatively secure. It's as secure as your computer, but I like to add the additional security of having the private key stored on your device, your ledger device. Now remember, the crypto is not on this little device, right? The key that unlocks the wallet is on this device. Your Bitcoin is out there on the blockchain, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I've already set this wallet up. I'll just click on the extension, and there's my Solana token balance. Notice that I've got all these tokens in my Solana wallet. Right? We don't see, but look at the balance there. 4.04 Solana. Let's look in Ledger Live. It's the exact same wallet, right? We're just reading the information off the device. But as I mentioned, Ledger Live does not detect any of my Solana tokens, and that's why I'm using the Solflare wallet. Because not only can I see my Solana tokens, I can also do swaps, right, between Solana tokens and manage Solana-based NFTs, right? There's some scam NFTs in there, just like in your Ledger Live. They aren't going to hurt anything. They're just junk mail. That's all they are. All right, now I'm going to do receive, and look at that address. Does that look familiar to you? Well, it should, because it's the exact same address of our that we see in Ledger Live, because it's the same wallet, basically. It ends in 9DWJ. So let's take a look at that. There it is again, right? We'll copy the address into our clipboard. We'll go over to Coinbase. We'll get out of this. And now we want to do a withdraw. And we want to do send. And we want to choose the cryptocurrency. Here, I can go ahead and open this, even though I really don't need it, because I'm sending into the wallet. So we can turn this off for a second. I had someone ask me earlier about their Tangem wallet, and they were saying, oh, well, it doesn't ask me for the card when I make deposits. And I said, well, no, it doesn't, right? The card has already exported the public information of the wallet, like the receiving address. So in the case of Solflare, we have the same thing. We have a wallet that has already been set up and already has all the public information, and I can do a receive and grab that address even without the device connected, right? Makes life easier. I mean, why would you want to prevent crypto from coming into your wallet? We're making a deposit here, right? No, I'm sorry, we're taking it out. Whoa. All right, so we need to choose our cryptocurrency. We have some Solana in here already, right? And we can toggle here between the amount of Sol, or we can use US dollars, right? I'm going to do US dollars and take out 50. And then we have to select recipient down here, and that's where we'll just paste in the address of our Solflare wallet or our ledger-based wallet, right? There it is. And so there we go. We got everything lined up. Let's do preview send. And we're getting charged a penny on this one. I love Solana. Cheap and fast. Let's hit send now. And I'm going to need my two-factor from my phone, right? I'm just going to go into my Google Authenticator. I'm just going to read it off from my phone there and type it in, my Coinbase. Okay, and off it goes. Woohoo! Okay, so we made our withdrawal of Solana. Now, if we want to see, how's that Bitcoin doing? It hasn't shown up yet. Let's not freak out over it. Let's go and find Bitcoin, right? We'll go to portfolio. We got that. How do we do this? I know we do it here somewhere. I know there's oh, I don't see the search. Okay. Whatever. Okay, let's go to Bitcoin. All right, you can see now in my Bitcoin account, if I scroll down a little bit, it still doesn't see the incoming yet. Right? Let's refresh and see if it shows up. No. So the Bitcoin has not hit my Coinbase account yet. Okay, Kenny says he got to duck out. I'll see you later. Have a good day, Ken. Okay, so we're still waiting for the Bitcoin, but it will be here. It's not a big deal. There's no reason to freak out. All right, let's look at our Solflare wallet and see. Well, we can check the Ledger wallet, and we should see this balance go up slightly shortly, right? Because Solana is pretty fast, but I don't see it yet. All right, let's go over to our Solflare wallet and see what we see. It's already in the Solflare. I mean, the Solflare sees it. Same wallet, right? 4.47. Right? If we go over here, there it is. So the Sol hit our wallet right away. So the withdrawal of Sol was really easy and fast. Now, before I move on to another withdrawal of Sol, I'm going to withdraw over to Tangem just to show you how different wallets work. I want to do an exchange-to-exchange transfer. So what I want to do is I want to drop some Polygon into my Kraken account. So in order to do that, I'll say transfer crypto. I'm going to leave it on deposit, and then we'll switch it over to Polygon. There we go. Now, I'm going to use the Polygon native network to save myself some fees, right? If I use the Ethereum network, I'm going to get hit with a nice big Ethereum blockchain fee. So let's go back over to Coinbase. I've got that address in my clipboard. You can see over here in my portfolio that I have some Matic, and I want to withdraw that Matic. And so we click withdraw, and then instead of cashing out, we're going to do a send of some crypto that's in our account. Instead of Bitcoin, I'm going to choose Polygon. And I need that to be on the native Polygon network. So there's the two networks. If I used the Ethereum network, it would charge me $5, right? So I'm going to use Polygon network. But remember, we made sure over on Kraken that we were receiving on the Polygon network, right? We want to be very careful about these different networks. I know a lot of people back in the day with Binance US, they gave them all these choices to withdraw, and they just chose the cheapest one. They're like, okay, I'm withdrawing this token, and Binance Smart Chain looks like the cheapest, so I'll use that. And then they'd scream and cry, where'd it go? It never showed up in my Ethereum wallet. I'm like, I know, because you use the Binance Smart Chain. So always be very careful when you're making transfers and specifying your chains, right? You don't want to lose crypto just by choosing the cheapest chain when you don't know what the chains are. Let's see. Are we done yet? See, I'm lost now. All right, we're going to paste in the address I got from Kraken. All right, pull that up. And let's just double check in Kraken one more time. Starts with 2237. What happened? Oh, I'm over here. There we go. Sorry. 2237 and ends in 29FA6. So we're good, right? And I'm just going to send it all, right? It's only about $50 worth anyway. We'll hit preview send. That's only 4 cents, not bad. We'll hit send now. And I need my 2-factor. And it was almost expired. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I hate that. Sometimes it messes up. Let's, instead of max, we're going to just do, let's just do all the sol, all right? Okay. Let's just shave some of this off. What? Oh, I only wanted to do like, no. All right. Polygon. I think we're getting there. Okay. Let's see. The max is 64. Let's take that down to, good heavens. Come on, Rex. All right. Let's not do the max. Okay. Okay. All right. Just take a deep breath. Let's try this again. Send. Polygon. All right. And 63. There we go. And we're going to do it on the Matic network on Polygon. And then we'll paste in that address one more time. Oh, Polygon. Paste. Okay. Wow. Let's try that again. Okay. 4 cents again. All right. Okay, come on, baby. You can do it. Okay, there it goes. Finally. Every now and then when you say send max, whenever they calculate the fees on a max transaction and maybe the price fluctuates or something weird happens, they're going to tell you, oh, you don't have enough for this transfer. So it's always, if that happens, just kind of shave your amount down just a little bit. So that whatever fluctuations or calculations that Coinbase is doing to calculate that max fee will be within the amount of crypto that you have in the account. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see what happens when I refresh here. All right. So we got, let's take a look at the sol. It should show that we sent $50 worth of sol, so that's good. And on the Matic, it should say that we sent most of it out, and you can see there that it says pending. Let's go back over to Bitcoin, which I don't know why I can't search for it, but I'm okay. I still don't see that incoming Bitcoin. Right, we can take a look at it in Ledger Live. We sent it out of Ledger Live. We'll go back. Let's go back here. You can see that it's still like dim here. It's like not real. Let's view and explore. We're still unconfirmed on the Bitcoin blockchain. So with all the excitement with Bitcoin right now, blockchain transactions are taking longer than usual. Right? I might do better doing this late at night when not so many people are out there trading, or very early in the morning. I'm on New York time, so if I get up at 4, I beat everybody in the U.S., right? People from California are still like dozing away, and maybe there's a few people in New York that are up and playing around, but early in the morning is good, right? Like maybe 5:30 or 6:30, you know, right when you get up, having coffee. Your transfers will probably go faster, and your fees will be cheaper. Let's see what's going on over at Kraken. I'm going to just kind of keep plugging along here and then maybe check. Yeah, we're still waiting for that Polygon to come in. Let's go to transfer crypto. Let's go to Polygon and see. Yeah, I don't see an incoming yet. I should see recent transaction. I should see an incoming Polygon soon, unless I did something horribly wrong, but I don't think I did. Well, we may have to wait on our Polygon too. I've also noticed that exchange to exchange transfers can be take a little longer than a wallet to a wallet transfer. Let me see. How's everybody doing? Let me check and see what you guys are talking about. Birds, bees. I'm currently working on KYC with Celsius and wonder if we need the PayPal application on mobile in order to withdraw our 57.9%. Yesterday when I met with Randy and Dan, Randy had some assets that he withdrew from Celsius and he used PayPal. I would imagine that either the mobile or the desktop app would work. I think you just have to give them your PayPal address or your account info. I don't know how. I think they do that so that there will be identifying documentation, right? If you were just able to give them your crypto wallet address to withdraw, there's no legal tie-in from you to that crypto address, as far as I know, right? I mean, it could be tracked down and found out, but there's nothing legal that says, you know, I am the custodian of this particular Bitcoin wallet. It's just a matter of me having the private key. So with Celsius doing this under all the legal auspices of their, you know, bankruptcy proceedings, they need an address that can be legally tied to an individual, and I believe that's why they use PayPal. I think there was another one that you could use too. I don't remember if it was Cash App or whatever, but with PayPal and Cash App, in order to open those accounts, you have to provide identifying documentation for those, right? PayPal especially. So they can both custody crypto, and but those crypto addresses are legally tied to your identity. I believe that's why Celsius is doing that. I have a new phone. If I switch my SIM out to new phone, will this affect my Coinbase app at all, like logging with password? Probably not, A1, because your app is device dependent, not really dependent on your phone number. It just depends on, you know, if you're doing any restores or whatever. It sounded like you're just swapping your phone number out, right? Birds, bees, and trees, cold storage, good. Can anyone answer my question in case CryptoDad doesn't see it? Thanks in advance. Yeah, well, the easiest way to find out is to swap your SIM card and try it. I mean, I don't mean to sound glib, but from what I understand, the apps on your phone are device dependent. So swapping your SIM card out is not going to be a problem, but try it. And if it is a problem, you might have to re-download the app and reconnect it to your Coinbase account. But if you have your username and your password and your two-factor authentication, shouldn't be an issue. Let's see. And sell or trans hardware wallet. I have Tangem, but now old phone has no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, so it's a brand new phone. So you're going to need to reinstall. You can do your Apple migrate of all your apps. but you want to be really careful with your Google Authenticator, because those codes will not automatically migrate when you do an Apple migrate. You're going to need to manually export those Google Authenticator codes to your new device. Right, so notice with Google Authenticator, you have like this transfer accounts, right? And you can export the accounts. It's going to generate a QR code. You'll need to scan those QR codes on your new device, right? Because when you open up your new device, your new phone is just going to be blank Google Authenticator. So the Coinbase app should still work on your new device. You might have to log in again to your Coinbase account, but if you have your username and password, you should be fine. But remember, if you're using two-factor authentication, your new device, you're going to have to export the codes from your old device. So don't throw away the old device until you have done that. And I have a video on how you do that. It's pretty easy. Let's see here. Google, right, there it is. There it is. Google migrate to a new phone. Right, so I'll just paste this in the boom. That's how you transfer your Google to your new phone. That's going to be your main issue. Your Coinbase app, you'll just need to re-sign in when you get it set up on the new phone. Is there a good rough way of calculating fees before transferring? You'll see the fees like in the confirmation windows of my withdrawals. They showed the fees, right? In the confirmation window, they showed what the estimated fees were going to be. And then on the when you're withdrawing, you also see on your screen the estimated blockchain fees before you click, confirm. Look at that Bitcoin. It's still stuck. That outgoing Bitcoin transaction, crazy, still unconfirmed. Let's go back over to Kraken and see if I got that. Yeah, even that's not working for me. Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of disheartening. I expected that to happen right away. Okay. Yeah, that was yesterday. Ouch. Well, maybe I'm not going to be able to show you this, man. Things are going nuts. Okay. But we did get that Solana transfer. So let's just move on to the next thing I was going to show you, which is withdrawing that Hui. Let's just close this out. Let's put some Solana in our Tangem wallet. Let's go into our Tangem wallet. I need my Face ID. This wallet's empty right now. I'm just going to tap Solana and choose Receive. And I'm going to share that address with myself because I'm working, well, actually, why don't we just use the, whoops. Let's copy it into our clipboard, and let's just use our phone-based Coinbase. Same account. This is my phone app. Alrighty. And if we go to portfolio, we should see that we still have about $85 worth of Solana. Right? Let's tap withdraw. And let's paste in the address that we got from our Tangem wallet. All right, and let's just do 50 again. All right, and we'll hit preview. And we can double check that address before we do. See, I can see it over here. It ends in CVC DVA. I can see it here, CVC DVA. And the beginning, FJDLA. I can look at the whole thing if I want to be super secure, but it looks good to me. Let's hit send now. Now, when we're on our phone and we need our code, our Google code, we can just go over to the Google app, Google Authenticator app. I'm going to let these cycle out. I can just tap the code in my Google Authenticator and it says copied, right? So now I can slide back over to Coinbase, tap and paste, and there's my Google two-factor code, and boom, out it goes. Hopefully that will happen quickly. I'm just like, I sure hope I did all that stuff right. I was talking and things were being weird. Let's go back over to Tangem. This was an empty wallet, so we should see this Solana come in, boom, right away. So that was withdraw from Coinbase to my own wallet, happened really fast. So I don't know why this I don't know why this Coinbase to Kraken is taking so long. I'm a little disappointed. Ah, there it is, finally. Whew, I was like, where is it? All right, so now I've got this Polygon. So what I would like to do is convert this Polygon to Monero. And there we go. So you can still purchase Monero on Kraken, right? So let's use our max. And I'm not sure what that fee is. It's not too bad, I don't think. XMR is like, I don't know, that maybe it was about 10 cents, maybe $1. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, we got that. So now if we go back up here, you can see we've got like $50 worth of Monero in our wallet. So I'm sticking with my ledger mostly today, even though I just should, and notice, let me just point out that when I did this transfer over to the Tangem wallet, I didn't need to bring the card to the back of the phone at any point, right? I was able to get the address from the app. And then once I had the address, I was able to make the transfer. So I didn't have to authorize with the card for the incoming transaction, and I didn't have to authorize from the card to get the address. There is no hardware check on receiving addresses, which would be nice, but they don't have that. The Tangem app really tries to keep things as simple as possible. And I should also point out that today is the day that the cross-chain swaps in Tangem are at zero fees using Changely. That's going to go on for a week. So let's see if I can pull that off. Let's do swap. Oh, wait. Let's hit swap now and see what happens. Okay, so like if I do the maximum amount, I don't see Changely. That's weird, because I thought it was going to be Changely. I don't see that. Let's try Bitcoin. Huh. Yeah, I thought it was going to be in Changely. I mean, that's what it says right there, Changely. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old for this. Swap. Okay, let's try Ethereum and see what happens. Ah, there it is. Okay. It depends on the token exchange. What tokens you're actually doing the swap for as to whether Changely is going to be available for you. So as you can see here, I can do Sol for Ethereum using the Changely, and it's going to be free. Well, that's it. I chose it, right? Right. Oh, maybe we could do it the other one too. Let's try that again. Let's see. I think if you tap here. Oh, okay. I see it. I see. So you can change your provider by just tapping down here. So you'll want to use Changely for the next week because everything's going to be free. Let's do swap for Bitcoin. Let's do max, and we'll tap here and say Changely, right? Okay, so there are a few restrictions, right? This is kind of a small amount for Changely. It's like a $50 minimum for Bitcoin, but there's always a few little things that you're gonna find. Yeah, sure. A1, that I believe you're good there. Yeah, even though you're on Android, you're just going to need to re-log into your Coinbase account. And if you have Google, you'll need to use the Google code on your old device to get in, right? Or you can, like migrate the Google codes onto the new Android before you get started, so you can cut and paste your code like I did earlier. I hope that helps. All right, now let's withdraw that Monero, huh? That's going to be fun. I want to see what this is. Oh, okay. It's no biggie. So I'm going to launch my Monero wallet. I have my device here. Now, for the native Monero wallet, I need to be in the Monero app when we get started. So let's get out of the Solana app. And let's get into the Monero app. I can move back and forth to the different apps on my device by navigating using the buttons. When I get on top of the app that I want, I click both buttons. Now I'm in the Monero app. Let's launch the Monero wallet on my computer. I've got a couple of Monero setup videos. It's not that hard. It is for me to use one hand. Okay, all right, now I'm going to show you the device, and we'll hit enter. Now notice what happens on my device, right? The device is asking me to export the view key, which is the public-facing information of my Monero wallet. We'll click both buttons, and now this desktop-based wallet is using my Ledger device for the private key of my Monero wallet. And I just synced this wallet up before the live stream, so it should only take a minute, like less than 30 seconds to sync up, right? See, I got like 40. Oh, you can't see it. See down there, it says synchronizing. I got 48. Oh, I could have just moved it up, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and my computer complains about the Monero wallet. It just does not like it. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's one of the pitfalls of using Monero is your antivirus always complains about it. Okay, wallet is synced up. Everything's good. Now, a lot of people also will say stuff like, why would you buy Monero on a centralized exchange, right? They know you're buying it. I'm like, well, that's really not the point of Monero. The point, it's not that you have to buy Monero in secret. I guess if you wanted to, you could. But really, it's that once you have it, it's how you spend it is private, right? It's a privacy coin. There is no tracking on the blockchain. Sure, you can see me that I bought it on Kraken and pulled it into my wallet, but after that it's mine. Right? But I get a lot of people that bag on me. Oh, why are you buying it on a centralized exchange? That's dumb. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the same with cash, right? We use cash when we want privacy, right? We spend our cash in private. Well, where do we get our cash? Well, we get paid at our job. There's a record of that. It goes into our bank, right? We either cash our check or we do direct deposit. So that's also documented, right? That's our cash. Then we go to the ATM and we withdraw the cash from our bank account, and that cash is now private, right? No, it doesn't. That's where the trail ends. I can go spend it on whatever I want, and it's private for me. That's what people do with their cash. They use cash to do private stuff. They want to go to the flea market, or they want to go to the movies and buy dinner or whatever, and they don't want all their transactions being tracked and traced. They use cash. But of course, we know where the government knows where the cash comes from because we're getting paid, unless we're working under the table, and that's a little different story. But in general, we work for our money, it goes into our bank, and then we withdraw it to the ATM. So we're doing the same thing with our Monero, right? I'm buying it publicly, and then I'm withdrawing it into my own private wallet, and from there, it's private, right? So, of course, I'm showing you my wallet. That's one thing, but that's okay. We're going to go to the address book. We're going to hit receive. Now, to be super secure with Monero, you want to create a brand new address. So I'm going to click create new address, and I can label this out. I can say ledger CC. It doesn't matter what we call it, but it's new, right? Notice that I've generated new addresses for my Monero. Now, the primary address starts with a 4, and that's fine too. What's this? 1LN wallet? Hello, do you use 1LN wallet? No, I don't. Sorry, I'm not familiar with LN wallet. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Let's hit copy address into our clipboard. Let's go back over to Kraken. And let's click on our Monero, and we want to do a withdraw. And I'm going to create a new withdrawal address. Pardon me. I can turn off the camera. I don't need, the device has already generated the address, so I don't need to keep the device connected as for the Monero to come into the wallet. All right. Let's go ahead and add that new withdrawal address. We'll just call this one ledger. Whoops. New, whatever. You're gonna be generating a lot of addresses, you know, when to keep the wallet as private as possible. There we go. Let's go over to our email. I'm gonna move this over here, right? Because I need to generate a boop-a-doop-a-doo. There we go. Okay. I don't mind if you see this. Confirm the new withdrawal address. Okay, we're good. And then now we just choose it. There it is right there, that ledger new. Right, and then we can double check that in the Monero wallet, right? It starts with 8B1V. There it is. Ends with 9ZNX. All right, 9GZNX. I'm good. All right, now I can make my 100% of my Monero withdrawal. We'll hit withdraw Monero. We'll hit withdraw. And I don't need two-factor when I use Kraken because I use a hardware device to log into the account, and that's the security, right? I can't get in the account unless I use my YubiKey, right? But once I'm in, they don't ask me to put in my authenticator for withdrawals. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over to our wallet. What were we? We're going to wait for a little bit of Monero to come in. I think I can just do that. It shouldn't take too long for the Monero, right? Let's see how that Bitcoin is doing, right? I quit Ledger Live. Okay, let's go back into Ledger Live. Bitcoin's moving slow today. I do not believe you can use Lightning in Ledger yet. Could be mistaken about that, but I don't think so. Yeah, we're still... Oh, okay, so it went out. All right, it went out now. But it's still not confirmed. But let's look over on Coinbase, and let's refresh. That's not right. That's from a few days back. I should see a pending incoming Bitcoin. But I don't. Not yet. I wish I could see the information about this. They used to be a little more easy to check. But we should be basically almost empty now in the entire portfolio. If I can get back to the top. I'll just move this here. Okay. Let's go. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's go back to portfolio. Okay. Yeah. We should be down. We saved a little bit of our Solana, right? And we sent out most of our Matic. We're just waiting for that Bitcoin to come in, but it could be a couple hours, which is kind of frustrating, but that's how things go sometimes. Let's see what we're doing over here. Okay, Monero came in, right? I had like 1.7, now I have 2. So we're good. So now my Monero is safe and secure in my wallet. This is a desktop-based wallet, but it is secured by my device, private key. No one can move Monero out of the wallet without the device. And once it's in my wallet, it's private. Where I send it is my business, how I spend it. You can't really track. Even if you see my address, right? You saw my address. And if you try to use that address on the Monero Explorer, what's going to happen? Let's see if that works. All right. Let me see if it does that. I know that it did this one time. I remember one time it said, hey, it looks like you're trying to look at this guy's wallet. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, here we go. For a moment there, it seemed that you were trying to peek at this Monero address. It really looks like you were, like trying to check out this dude's balance. Well, Monero says no. It's pretty funny, right? It's cool stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna head out. I just want to stick in. Wanted to do this for about an hour, so to make the live stream a little more accessible. My ledger is always just stuck on connect and unlock your device. How do I fix this? You connect and unlock your device. I know, it seems weird, doesn't it? But when Ledger Live is telling you to connect and unlock your device, it means you need to connect and unlock your device. If you have done that, then you might have a connection issue. So let's try. All right, I'm going to disconnect my device. All right, I'm going to go in here and do a receive. And it says connect and unlock your device. It means I need to connect and unlock my device. So I'm going to connect my device. All right. Then I'm going to enter my PIN. I need to enter my PIN. All right. All right. Almost there. All right, I need to get out of my Monero app. All right, and you can see this again. I'm going to click retry. It's going to ask me to open the Bitcoin app. Click both buttons. And lo and behold, it's suddenly working. Right? I don't mean to be glib. I do it a lot. I'm a cranky old man. But if it's asking you to connect, you click and unlock your device, and you do that, it's connected, and you've entered your PIN, and it's still saying that, then unplug it, plug it back in, try a different USB port, try a different cable. I mean, it's just a connection issue, is what it is. Or you're using the wrong device. There's all kinds of weird stuff that can happen. All right. But plug and unplug works like 90% of the time. Different USB port, different cable. It's probably end up gonna you'll figure out what the problem is. Yeah. It doesn't have to be the Ledger cable. It can be any USB cable. But I've never had a USB cable not work because it was a headphone cable. This cable that I'm using right here is my Corsair headphone cable, and it works, right? You can buy a USB cable on Amazon and it should work too. Although those are kind of cheap. They wear out after a few months, usually. Sometimes more than that. You can buy ledgers on Amazon. You can buy ledger from Best Buy. You can buy ledgers out of the back of a truck. When you connect the device to Ledger Live, it does what's called a genuine check, and it will determine cryptographically whether the device has been, whether it's a genuine Ledger device and if it's been tampered with. So it doesn't matter where you buy your Ledger device. You can find it, you can find one on the street, take it home, do a reset and use it, right? Because it has a built-in cryptographic genuine check, right? You don't have to worry about where you buy it. I know a lot of people disagree with me about that, but hey, I've been using these things for years. I know. Yeah, you're good. Okay, well, maybe you need another ledger if it's still not working. Maybe try it on a different computer. I mean, you seem like you just want it not to work, right? Try installing Ledger Live on a different computer, a spare laptop. Take it over to a friend's house. Try his cable. I mean, if push comes to shove, then maybe you do need a new device. But it's generally a connection issue when it says connect and unlock. You saw what happened when I connected and unlocked my device. Generally, it means it's not connected. So try a different cable, try a different computer, try a different device if you have to. And if you need a new device, then you can do restore from your seed phrase. Rosa already answered your question. All right, guys, let's see. I don't think I'm going to see that Bitcoin come into my Coinbase account while we're talking. It's been over an hour. Well, it's been about an hour since we transferred the Bitcoin. We did that one right away. So it's going to be a while. It would be nice if I could see the incoming pending, but I still don't even see that, right? So be patient, guys. Do your best. I want to thank everyone that was here today. Kenny, thank you for being here. He had to cut out early. Thanks all for watching and ask questions. If you have to buy another device, you'll do a restore. You don't have to do a transfer. You're going to need to do a restore from your seed phrase. Right. I still say the device is probably working. You need to try a different computer before you run out and buy a brand new device. Okay, and I'm still getting alerts from my anti-malware keeps telling me it doesn't like the Monero wallet. But hey, they just don't get along. Like my dog and my cat don't get along either. All right. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again,